Hello, I am Dr. Georgia Powell, and welcome to this brief presentation using the UDL Representation Lens to support student learning in PBH 322 Health Administration. Today, I'd like to walk you through how we addressed one key challenge in connecting course content to real life experience. So the critical event that we're trying to solve for, one, our focus has been the difficulty translating course theory into real world practice. So the critical event focused on the challenges students face when trying to apply abstract course concept to real world settings. Despite strong participation in the class to date, many of our students struggle to connect theory with actual practice in the field of health administration. And just as a refresher, PBH 322 Health Administration focuses on exploring management roles and functions in healthcare organizations, emphasizing emergent issues, and developing critical thinking through case analysis. The UDL presentation that focused on the challenges faced by students in applying abstract course concepts to real-world settings incorporates consideration 1.2, 2.5, and 3.4. And each of these consideration focuses on support multiple ways to perceive information, illustrates through multiple media, and maximize transfer and generalization. So the design challenges. Some of the design issues included a heavy reliance on text-based instruction, limited examples from real-world workplace experience, and then a lack of support for diverse learning styles. This made it really challenging for students to visualize what these concepts look like in action. So thankfully, what are the strategies that have worked, right? Some strategies were already working well. These include case studies, multimedia discussion options, recorded lectures, and visual aids. Weekly reflections, which we just did a small change in that area from the weekly assignment week over week to the weekly reflection, and starting to train our students on how to make application to what they're learning. So these weekly reflections also encouraged students to relate content to their current experiences. However, we still found barriers across multiple components, from the learning outcomes to assessments. Many of these course elements were too abstract or disconnected from the real world application. Student needed more self-motivated, relatable learning formats. And to address this, some of our solutions, we've added a weekly video series called Healthcare in Action, where it uses short videos that features real health administrators like myself, where I discuss on how to manage topics that are covered in class, such as budgeting, compliances, staffing. And so students are also completing reflection prompts to link theory to what they have observed. Over the next couple of weeks, we will start to incorporate other voices from other health administrators and the sharing of their experiences and what are the challenges that they're faced in their real life workflows. So some of the reflections and really what embodies the UDL. Again, the change aligns with UDL guidelines 1.2, 2.5, and 3.4 by offering alternatives to auditory learning and illustrating through content through multimedia. It meets learners really where they are, really offering just relevant, engaging formats that really supports that knowledge transfer that we're looking for. And so in PBH 322, we can expect our students to be more engaged, more confident in applying the content to the real life situations. The real world content will eventually help to make them feel more prepared in their careers and enhance their performance in discussions and assessments. I'd like to thank you all for your time and for listening to these recommended improvements. We will continue to adjust as as needed to meet the students where they are, but to ensure that the course concepts are being delivered accordingly. And so again, thank you so much for your time today.